So I decided to have a little friendly competition here and try to get to the bottom of what would be the quickest, most efficient way to scrape this paint from the house. I've got 4 different attachments we're going to take a look at. So up first, we've got the paint eater. This is made by Wagner. And we're off. So off to a pretty slow start. I only say that because I know from experience how quick the Diambrush works. I was excited to try out this paint eater. Found it at Lowe's. There's an actual paint eater tool that it comes with a lot lower RPMs, but even with these faster RPMs, you can see I start kind of struggling with it. I stop right there because I could tell pretty quick this isn't wearing it down like I hoped it would. I think you may even be able to see the wheel slowing down and not spinning very good. So I kept it running for a demonstration. I think that pad was about $15 and I had bought 3 of them. So my recommendation on that is I had done some brick and mortar work. I think where my mortar had ran just a little bit, I can use that and wear it off of the bricks. Clean up brickwork or something like that with this paint eater. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I stopped there. I tried to use the zoom tool here to show that there were still multiple layers still. Up next, we've got a sanding disc. I think this was a 60 grit. Worked pretty good, definitely better than the paint eater. Especially for tight nooks and crannies, getting up against inside corners, stuff like that. Cleaning up, maybe if getting like finishing touches or something like that. So I've got a lot of those in my bag. I wanted to just try them out and see how they worked. I've got quite a few. Worked pretty good actually. Still not a really quick, efficient process, but it will work, especially if you're on a smaller area. We're doing the whole entire house, so, and garage. So just let you guys take a look at what we've got going on with that. See, it's wearing it down pretty nice through that tight edge where you can't really fit many other attachments up in there like that. The Diambrush, definitely not. It'd carve up the wood. It will throw off a heck of a lot of dust, so I would recommend probably wearing a mask if you're going to do a lot of that. See, I can work back in that inside corner pretty close, which was nice. Zoomed in view. Wore it down pretty good. Obviously, I could clean it up more if I needed to, but this is just for demonstration purposes. I think I decided run the belt sander just to experiment, see how well it would work on a wider board like that covered in paint. Didn't work very good at all. That's an angled board. It actually works pretty awesome on the back of the garage. I think I added a picture here coming up. And those are probably 2-inch flat boards on the back of the garage. They're not so angled. And it worked pretty great back there. Don't recommend it here. As you can see, it's barely even wearing anything off. Yeah, I stopped. So I was like, yeah, that's not working. This right here, just throwing that in there, word of advice. This is a 3M Scotch Brite bristle disc. Found it on Amazon. Those little bristles I didn't even demonstrate because it'll carve the heck out of that wood. So I would stick to using something like that on a metal. And now here we've got the Diambrush. I've done another video on the Diambrush. This is a pretty bad boy. You want to make sure you don't have any nails poking out. I would recommend, if you see nails, take a punch and get them in as close as you can. You can see there's debris flying. It's wearing it down really quick. I think I end up doing 2 boards in about the time I did one with those other attachments. It will mark the wood up. I don't know if I took a zoomed in. It'll leave slight swirls, but that belt sander, follow it up with the belt sander and it'll smooth it out pretty good for you. A couple layers of paint, you're not going to notice. It's just ripping right through it. So I'd highly recommend, if you get yourself caught up in a job like this, trying to work quick and take advantage of time, Diambrush would be the way to go. I'd say that's probably $65 on Amazon, I think, last time I bought mine. So on this, what I would recommend is run that Diambrush across the majority and then come back in here and clean up with the sanding disc. Hopefully this is helping somebody. Tried a few different methods and this is what works the best. Like I said though, on the back of the garage with those 2-inch boards, that between a little bit of Diambrush here and there for the stubborn stuff, majority's been hand scraper and the belt sander. I think I'm using 80 grit on the belt sander back there. You can see it's getting in those tight spots really good. Battery may be wearing down too, which could be slight factor. I don't think I changed the battery throughout this video. So there it is, cleaned up for the most part for you to take a look at. And now I'll just come in and follow up with the belt sander one last time. I sped it up because I'm sure if you've ran a belt sander before, you know what I'm doing. Ran all the boards down, cleaned them up nice and smooth, ready for some primer. Hopefully that helps you if you're undecided on what to do. That help you bypass a few steps on the experimenting process. So your money well spent on a project like this would be on the Diambrush, about $65 on Amazon. Belt sander, I looked and I had 60 grit on there, and the sanding disc was 60 grit also. The sanding grit may change depending on the quality of wood, but for this, 60 worked pretty good for me. You may want to consider dropping back to the 80 grit But I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.